Ever pondered how the quality of water might influence the taste and safety of your favorite seafood dish? Water, the fundamental element of life, plays a pivotal role in the existence and well-being of marine creatures. It's the cradle of life for the seafood that ends up on our plates, so it's no surprise that the quality of water directly impacts the taste, texture, and safety of seafood. Imagine the vast ocean as a gigantic soup bowl. The water, filled with nutrients and minerals, is the base of the soup, and the seafood that lives in it, the ingredients. Just like the quality of the broth in a soup determines the taste of the ingredients, the quality of water in which seafood thrives influences its flavor and texture. Seafood, in its essence, absorbs the characteristics of its environment. In clean, mineral-rich waters, seafood can develop a fresh, delicate flavor and firm texture. On the other hand, in polluted waters, the taste can be off-putting and the texture less appetizing. But it's not just about taste. The quality of water has a profound effect on the safety of seafood as well. Marine life is incredibly sensitive to their environment. Pollutants, such as heavy metals, oil spills, pesticides, and plastic waste, can severely compromise the health of marine animals. When these pollutants enter the food chain, they can accumulate in the seafood we consume, posing potential health risks. Moreover, the presence of harmful algal blooms, often a result of nutrient pollution, can lead to the production of toxins that can be deadly to marine life and hazardous to humans. Therefore, ensuring clean water is not just about preserving the taste of seafood, but it's also about safeguarding our health. So, what does this all mean for us, the consumers? It means we need to be mindful of where our seafood comes from and the conditions in which it was raised or caught. So, the next time you relish a seafood delicacy, remember the water it came from plays a significant role in its taste and safety. So, what's the science behind the taste of your favorite seafood? Well, let's dive right in. The taste of seafood, like any food, is a complex interplay of various factors. Taste is a sensory perception, a chemical reaction that occurs when certain molecules in food bind to taste receptors on our tongue. These receptors are responsible for detecting the 5 basic tastes: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami. Now, where does water quality come into the picture, you may ask? Just as the quality of soil impacts the flavor of fruits and vegetables, the quality of water significantly affects the taste of seafood. Mollusks, crustaceans, and fish, they all absorb elements from their aquatic environment, which in turn influences their flavor profile. Let's consider minerals first. Minerals like calcium, magnesium, and potassium are naturally present in water bodies. These minerals, in the right balance, can enhance the flavor of seafood, giving it a fresh, slightly sweet taste. On the contrary, an imbalance or excess of certain minerals can lend a metallic or bitter taste. Now, on to pollutants. Unfortunately, our water bodies are not immune to pollution. Industrial waste, agricultural runoff, and plastic debris often find their way into the oceans, rivers, and lakes. These pollutants are absorbed by marine life, and they can not only affect the taste of seafood but also pose health risks. For instance, heavy metals like lead and mercury can give seafood a metallic taste. Moreover, chemicals from plastic waste can result in an unpleasant synthetic aftertaste. So it's safe to say that the taste of seafood is a direct reflection of its environment. The purer the water, the better the taste. That's why seafood from pristine, unpolluted waters is often considered a gourmet delight, while those from polluted waters can leave a bad taste in your mouth, both literally and metaphorically. Indeed, a clean water habitat ensures the natural, fresh taste of seafood. So, the next time you relish a succulent shrimp or a juicy oyster, remember it's not just the chef's skills, but the quality of water that's playing a key role in that taste experience. Now, let's dive into how water quality can influence the safety of seafood. Imagine a plate of succulent seafood, the aroma wafting through the air, a feast for the senses. But hidden within that delectable dish might be traces of harmful substances absorbed from the water they lived in. You see, the quality of water in which seafood breeds and grows has a direct impact on its safety for consumption. Seafood, particularly shellfish, are filter feeders. This means they filter large volumes of water to extract their food, and in the process, they can also accumulate potential contaminants present in the water. This accumulation can pose serious health risks to those who consume these seafoods regularly. These contaminants can be anything from heavy metals like mercury and lead to harmful substances such as pesticides and petroleum products. These are substances that we certainly don't want to find on our dinner plates. and yet their presence in the water can lead to their accumulation in the seafood. But it's not just about heavy metals and chemicals. Pathogens, including bacteria, viruses, and parasites, can also thrive in polluted waters and contaminate seafood. Consumption of such contaminated seafood can potentially lead to foodborne illnesses such as salmonella or norovirus. The reality is we can't see these contaminants with our naked eyes. We can't taste them or smell them. But they're there, lurking in the background, ready to cause potential harm to our health. This is why the quality of water in which our seafood grows is of paramount importance. It's not just about the taste of the seafood, but also about its safety. The cleaner the water, the safer the seafood. The more polluted the water, the higher the risk of consuming contaminated seafood. So the next time you enjoy a seafood feast, remember the silent role that water quality plays. It's not just about providing a home for the seafood, but it's also about ensuring that the seafood you consume is safe. Clearly, the safety of your seafood meal is directly linked to the quality of the water in which it lived. Wondering how we can ensure the water quality for our seafood? Well, we owe a huge debt of gratitude to the intricate web of regulations and standards that govern this crucial area. These measures are like invisible guardians, tirelessly working behind the scenes to ensure the water our seafood calls home is of the highest quality. You see, regulations and standards are not just fancy words on paper. They are dynamic, living entities that continuously evolve in response to new scientific findings and societal demands. They set the bar for what is acceptable and what is not, providing a clear, enforceable framework that helps to control the levels of pollutants in our water bodies. Imagine a world without these measures. Water bodies could become dumping grounds for industrial waste, toxic chemicals and other pollutants. The result? Our precious seafood, contaminated and unsafe for consumption. But thanks to these regulations and standards, such a nightmare scenario is kept at bay. These standards are typically set by authoritative bodies such as environmental agencies and health departments based on extensive scientific research. They specify the maximum allowable levels of various pollutants, from heavy metals to harmful bacteria. And it's not just about setting these standards. Regular monitoring and enforcement are equally important to ensure compliance. But it's not all about the stick. There's also the carrot. Many regulations offer incentives for industries to adopt cleaner, more sustainable practices. This not only helps to protect our water bodies, but also promotes a circular economy where waste is minimized and resources are used more efficiently. Moreover, these regulations and standards don't just protect our seafood, they also protect us, the consumers. By ensuring that the water our seafood comes from is clean and safe, they indirectly safeguard our health too. After all, the quality of our seafood is only as good as the quality of the water it comes from. In conclusion, the role of regulations and standards in maintaining water quality cannot be overstated. They are the unsung heroes in our ongoing quest for safe, tasty seafood. Regulations and standards indeed play a crucial role in safeguarding the quality of our seafood. So, what can we do as consumers to ensure we're eating safe and tasty seafood? Let's dive right in. One of the most practical things you can do is to look for certified products. There are a number of organizations out there that certify seafood based on rigorous standards, including the quality of water in which the seafood is sourced. These certifications can usually be spotted on the packaging, and they are a reliable indicator of the product's safety and taste. Next, let's talk about supporting sustainable seafood practices. When we opt for seafood from sustainable sources, we're not just making a choice that's good for us. We're making a choice that's good for our oceans too. Sustainable practices ensure that seafood populations remain healthy and robust, and that the waters they inhabit stay clean. So next time you're at the fish counter, ask where the seafood comes from and whether it's sustainably sourced. But we can do more than just making informed purchases. We can also advocate for clean water initiatives. These initiatives aim to protect our waterways from pollution, ensuring that our seafood remains safe and tasty for generations to come. You could get involved in local river cleanups, or you could write to your local representative expressing your support for clean water legislation. Every little action helps. Lastly, let's not forget about the power we have as consumers to shape the market. By choosing certified, sustainably sourced seafood, we're sending a clear message to the industry about what we value. And the more people make these choices, the more the industry will have to adapt. Remember, your seafood choices can make a big difference, so choose wisely and enjoy your seafood responsibly. And don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment below. Let us know what other seafood topics you'd like us to cover. Until next time, keep exploring the fascinating world of